really difficult for me because this is the first day that I will be back at training since losing my grandma. And I really don't want to be here right now. I would much rather be up in Michigan supporting my family, especially my mom. But it's not what my grandma would have wanted. And, she wouldn't want me to not follow through on this training. She always wanted me to be happy and do something that I loved doing, and taking care of people is something that I love doing, you know, and I feel like this is what I was meant to be doing. This will be the last day that we are actually in the classroom until Saturday, and then on Saturday we won't be back in the classroom until July 1st. From the rest of the days until July 1st, after Saturday, we will be at the nursing home actually doing clinicals, and getting, hands-on practice and training. It's just really hard for me, and, it's going to be difficult for me to actually focus today. This is going to be a test of, myself and my ability to focus on what needs to be done. It's just difficult. But I want to do this for my grandma and for other people who, need help. I mean, the elderly are so often basically abandoned by their families sometimes that, the only people that they have interaction with are the nurses and the CNAs and other staff members at these long-term care facilities or assisted living facilities, because a lot of people, they, have their resident or have their family member become a resident at one of these facilities, and then they either don't have the time to come visit them, especially if they live in another city or another state, or, they don't want to see their family member like that, which is understandable, but, you have to remember that the elderly, they need love too, and they need to know that people care for them just like any other human being. And I just, it breaks my heart seeing some of the people just being lonely, and all they want is somebody to talk to, They just want somebody to spend time with and talk to and, just form a bond with. And I feel like I would be a great fit for being able to do that for someone, because I know what it's like to be lonely, and I know what it's like to feel like, you've been abandoned, like nobody cares about you. And if I had it my way, nobody would ever feel like that. It's just going to be really, really difficult being here and knowing that, today's Monday, knowing that Wednesday is my grandma's visitation and Thursday is her funeral, and I will not be up there for either one of them because I have to do this. I have to. I made the commitment this weekend, to follow through on it this time and actually make something of myself like my grandma would have wanted, like she always wanted for me. Like I said, she always wanted me to be happy and do something that I loved doing. And she was always such a supportive person that if I was to give up on this, I wouldn't just be letting myself down, but I would be letting my grandma down. And that's not something that I want to do. I am a Christian. I do believe in God. And, I believe that there is an afterlife. And I know that she's back with her husband. And, she is healthy and happy, again. And knowing that she's not suffering anymore brings a certain level of peace to me. But it's just going to be really difficult to focus in class today. I got my TB test read on Saturday, and I have to give my instructor the TB test results so then I can actually attend clinicals on Wednesday. And I believe we have a quiz and some other lab checkoffs or whatever, basically testing us on the skills that we've been learning in class, which I don't know how well I'm going to do, just based on the fact that, I haven't been focused as much as I wanted to be this weekend, for obvious reasons. But, I have to do this, and I have to pass this class, and I have to pass the test, and I have to pass the skills test, because, I'm not just doing this for the money. Like some people in my class, when the teacher asked us, why do you want to become a CNA? Money, yeah, it's great, but money is not the reason why I'm doing this. I could find plenty of other career fields that also pay fairly well, and I wouldn't have to, deal with the personal care of another human being. I wouldn't have to, give people baths and, deal with sickness and death, because let's face it, when you're dealing with the elderly population, eventually you will come into contact with someone and probably form a bond with that patient, and they will eventually die, because everybody dies. So it's something difficult, but it's something that I feel like I was meant to be doing. And no, I don't plan on working in long-term care for the rest of my life. No, I don't plan on remaining a CNA for the rest of my life. Eventually, I would like to, go on and get my RN. But for now, CNA is a starting point for me. And, I'm going to get certain experience under my belt, and then eventually, go on and work towards getting that RN license. But I don't know. I might mention to my instructor, that I might not be as focused today, or, as attentive as I normally am, and just kind of explain the situation to her. But I just hope that she is able to understand that I'm making an effort. I'm here. I didn't give up on this goal in, this class. I didn't give up. I'm here, even though I don't want to be, but I guess that's it. I feel like this is going to be a really long video. Just keep me in your prayers, you guys, because this is really difficult for me. Just being here and, like I said, not being with my family and not being able to go to her funeral or the visitation or anything and support my mother, just keep my family and myself in your prayers if you are a praying person. I do believe in the power of prayer, and I feel like, it's going to be tough, but my family and I can get through this. But anyways, I guess that's all I have. I'm sorry that I keep going on and on. Thank you for everyone who has been, being supportive via Facebook and all of that. I really do appreciate your concern and your thoughts and your prayers. But for now, I'm going to go and try to study some of these skills, and study some of the material that we've learned, since we have a quiz today, like I said. But I will check in with you guys probably on Wednesday concerning the an update from what happened today and kind of how I'm feeling about the first day of clinicals. And I will talk to you guys then, I guess, about this. I might make other videos in between now and then.